Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1406 and this is part A. We are here with our Barnett family and this is Theo Barnett. And as we had discussed in our last episode, we needed to get Theo remarried, and so I got him remarried in between the last episode and this episode. So we are going to go ahead and get to know his new spouse. So this is Deborah Hawthorne Barnett, and she is his loving wife. I actually need to update her name in cast, so we will go ahead and do that at some point, but she is his wife, Deborah Barnett, and she is married to him now, and she, as you can see, is just getting a little bit of laundry done here. We are going to go ahead and have her put that on the line. She is going to be taking over being the mother of this family and, helping him raise his children and hopefully having more children for this family. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of her traits and things like that. So it looks like about her, she hates children. We love that. She is a perfectionist, she is a vegetarian, and she is business savvy, and they have a pretty decent relationship here. If we look in their profile panel, it does say that they are soulmates. They have an improper marriage, and the reason for that is they had a scandal because they woohooed before they were married. So while they were getting to know each other, they were talking and they were carrying on, and then they autonomously decided to go ahead and woohoo before they got themselves married. And so they woohooed in a bush, and she, I do believe, is pregnant from that. And so I did go ahead and get them married after that, but because they had that scandal of that woohoo before marriage, it did make them have an improper marriage. And so yeah, we love that for them. She currently has not found out that she is with child. She doesn't know yet that she is pregnant, but I do believe that she is currently pregnant. I think when I looked on the loo that she has the throw up option. So I do believe that she is currently expecting, even though she doesn't quite know it yet. So we are going to be seeing another child in this family. It says Greta and Kelvin are being jokesters. We will allow it. Theo has just gone ahead and come on in here. He is going ahead and he is loving on little Viviana, and he is giving her a little bit of a feed. It is actually Viviana's birthday. She is going to be aging up into an infant in this episode. So we are going to be seeing her age up. As we know, infants don't have a death roll that they have to roll for. So we will not be seeing her have to roll. She is just going to be aging up, and then we'll be giving her her makeover, which is going to be great. So we will be seeing that take place as well. I actually may go ahead and age her up and get that taken care of. We do have our garden here, but we have entered into our fall season, and so we absolutely love that for this family. I do think I will go ahead and check and see if anyone needs to get something to eat. Yeah, Theo is feeling a little bit hungry, so I'm just going to have him come on in here and get something to eat. Kelvin is good. He's just feeling a little bit tired. So once he is done having his meal, I'm going to have him head himself on over and get himself a little bit of rest. And I'm going to have Greta go and use the washroom. And it looks like you could maybe go ahead and feed the goat and maybe clean the goat. And we don't really have a way right now to milk because they don't really need to be milked. But you can bottle feed Mocha and Muffin and clean them if you don't mind there a little bit, Deborah. That would be wonderful. So now that Theo has eaten something, I'm just going to have him come on over here. We are going to go ahead and age up little Viviana. And we are going to go ahead and see her age up into an infant. And then we will go ahead and give her her makeover. Once we've aged her up, we'll see what she's going to look like. So Viviana has aged up. She is going to be a sunny infant. These Sims are bursting with smiles and giggles and enjoy engaging with other Sims, but they do require more social attention. So we are going to go ahead. Oh, she got like a reddish brown hair. We are going to go ahead and hop into cast with Viviana and give her her makeover. So there is little Viviana Barnett as an infant. This is what she looks like. She is super cute with her kind of reddish brown hair and her bright green eyes. Okay, so we have made it back into the game. Here is little Viviana now that she has been aged up, and we are just going to go ahead and make sure everyone is taken care of. I am just going to go ahead and get him, Theo, to come on in here and give her a little bit of a feed. I thought he had given her a feed before we aged her up, but it doesn't seem like that is the case. And she is feeling a little bit hungry, so we are going to go ahead and just give her a little bit of a feed here. So Viviana is going to be an infant for 6 days on the timeline, and then she will be aging up into a toddler. And we will be seeing her go ahead and aging up in 6 days' time. So we love that. It does look like Deborah has come on over. She is currently tending to the goats, which is fantastic. In addition to Theo going ahead and getting himself hitched, I also got Thomas remarried, and so we are going to head over. We're going to see the Pruitt family. I do want to introduce you to his new wife as well. I was hoping that, you know, we are going to be able to grow everyone's families, and our community is going to be able to grow. So we are just going to head over to the Pruitt family, and I'm going to introduce you to his wife as well. Oh, I did not change her name, so let me update her as well. But we're going to head over to the Pruitt family. Here in the Pruitt family, Thomas has recently gotten married, and he has found himself a new bride. We have gotten him married to Mariella, and so Mariella is now a Pruitt. This here is Mariella, and as you can see, these two are very much in love, and they are going to have themselves a wonderful relationship, I think. And she also, I believe, is expecting. She says here she is near the one she loves. Things just feel a bit brighter when she is near her soulmate. So she feels like he is her soulmate. We absolutely love that for her. And some things about Mariella is that she is a slob, she is a music lover, she is an overachiever, and she is a muser. So we love that for her. As far as their panel goes, they also are soulmates. They have good compatibility. They have a steamy relationship. They also had a bit of a scandal because they kissed before they were married, and they also have an improper marriage because they had that scandal before they got married. But I did go ahead and get them married as well, and I do believe that she also is expecting but does not quite know that yet. She is also kind of taking over the role of being the mother to these children. And so we absolutely love that. We know that, you know, we have Ulrich here and we have David. And so she is just taking care of everyone in the family here and trying to be a good, you know, stepmother to them, which we absolutely love. I am going to go ahead and come up here and just get her to grab a serving of these eggs because it does look like she is feeling a little bit hungry. And David is just in here doing a little bit of dancing, which we absolutely love. So that is our two new women here in our community. We are hoping that they are going to be successful in their new marriages for Theo and Thomas, and that their new wives are going to be able to provide them children, and that they are going to be able to survive their childbirths when they finally do go into labor, because as we know, you know, they've had really, really bad luck when it comes to their wives and their wives having children. And so we definitely want them to have good luck when it comes to this third set of wives, and we're hoping that they, you know, survive for a little bit longer than their previous wives did. So I am hoping that we have a better outcome and that these families are able to grow and that our communities are able to grow. As we know, Annabelle O'Leary is no longer having any children. Her and Axel have had all of the children that we're having, which unfortunately is just their one daughter. But we are hoping that Thomas and Theo are going to be able to expand their families, and that our community members are going to be able to grow a little bit while we wait for our heir, Arlene, to go ahead and age up into a teenager and meet someone that she can fall in love with and marry and start having a family of her own. But that being said, I am going to head us over, and we are going to go ahead and go over to our main household. I do want us to go and be with Arlene so that we can get her to meet some people in the community, in the town, that she can make some friendships with. So let's go see Arlene now. Okay, we have arrived here at the O'Leary family. This is Arlene. We are just going to make sure everyone's needs are okay, and then we are going to, oh, it looks like it's kind of actually pretty late. So I'm going to go ahead and put everyone off to bed for the evening, I think. Let them get a little bit of rest, and then in the morning we're going to send Arlene and Annabelle off, and we're going to have them go with, like, Annabelle's going to go with Arlene, and we are going to get Arlene to meet a couple of families, well, at least one family that I know of, and we're going to get them to meet each other, and she'll be able to make friends with their son. I'm hoping that she'll be able to make some friendship with him so that in the future they'll have a good relationship. Maybe it will be someone that she can potentially make a good relationship with, so that in the future, when she becomes a teenager, if they have a good foundation, they can potentially be able to wed each other. That is my goal for them. So I will see you in the morning. Okay, so it is the next morning. Axel is up, and he is just doing a little bit of flashcards with Nerita currently, and it looks like we have Annabelle up. She's feeling pretty angry. She is grieving, and she is not happy about it at all. She has currently gone off to work, and so when she gets back from work, we will have her take Arlene off, and they will go and let Arlene make some friends with some people. I am just going to get Arlene to get up and do a little bit of painting, and it does look like Axel also has work soon, so when he gets up done with the flashcards, we are going to have him work on potty training Nerita, and then he'll head himself off to work, and he'll get a little bit of work done here. I think that will probably send Nerita off, obviously, to daycare, but then we will be able to, like I said, once the parents get back, go off with Annabelle and Arlene so that they can make her some friends in the community, in the town. I do want her to build on some relationships. I do want her making some nice little friends. So currently right now, Arlene is just playing with some toys while she paints. I don't know. She's really talented, multi-talented even, multitasking queen that she is. When she's done with painting and playing, I am going to have her go ahead and check her pockets for some seeds and see if she can get any seeds. It doesn't look like she has. And so I am going to go ahead and send her out foraging while the parents are away at work, and we will let her forage for some things. Now that she's got that forager's basket, she can sometimes find more goodies. So she's going to look and see if she can find some goodies. And yes, she has leveled up to level 3 of the foraging skill. It says she can now craft bait to track pigeons, squirrels, and rabbits. She can successfully hunt ducks, pheasants, and wild chickens, and also harvest small animal pelts when cutting the animal meat. We love that. So she is well on her way here, which is fantastic. And hopefully she'll bring some things for our garden for the fall season so that we can get some things planted, because as of right now, the only thing that we currently have planted are our apples. But as we know, we can plant carrots, grapes, mushrooms, onions, pears, and raspberries as well. So we have blackberries. No, that's not okay. Mushrooms. Yes, we can plant some mushrooms. So I'm going to plant a mushroom there, and we'll plant a mushroom there and there. We'll plant 3 mushrooms. I'm gonna have her come out and do a little bit of planting, and doesn't look like we can plant any of the rest of this stuff. She did get some mushrooms, so that's great. I will put the rest of the mushrooms in the fridge, and I'm gonna put these seeds in the fridge as well. So we love that. And once she's done with her bath, she'll go ahead and get that planting done. And we are just currently waiting on the parents to get back. And when her aunt and uncle come home, or at least her aunt, we will be able to go ahead and head ourselves off and let her meet someone so that we can go ahead and make some friendships. Look at the goats in here watching her take a bath. I mean, really. Why don't you go out there and, Arlene, plant those mushrooms for us, and we'll get those planted up, and that will be fantastic. We love that. So she's going to get to know Patchy a little bit here. We're going to just give him a friendly introduction, and they are just going to have a little bit of a conversation here and get to know one another. And she's just trying to build up a little bit of a relationship with Patchy here. I mean, obviously, she kind of built up a little bit of a relationship with him anyway. I think her kind of talking with him when he was on his little log there was the way that he was able to come to life like he did. But she's going to try to get to know him a little bit better now that he has come to life, and we absolutely love that. She has reached social level 9, which is fantastic. She currently has creativity level 6, creativity level 3, mental level 6, motor level 2, social level 9, a charisma level 1, etiquette level 2, fishing level 2, foraging level 3, logic level 3, a mischief of level 1, and painting of level 2. So she is really well on her way with her skills, which is fantastic. I'm actually going to let her go ahead and play a little bit more chess while she waits on Annabelle to get home from work, and we'll get her logic skill up a little bit more. I don't think she needs to do anything else. Yeah, her skills or her needs are kind of doing pretty good. How are we doing, Annabelle? Annabelle is just about home, so that's wonderful. Look at Patchy playing the loom. The lute, I mean. Oh my gosh, we love it. He just decided to pick that up and just play that right away. And she just reached mental level 7, which is great. I am going to have her go hatch that egg over in the coop. And then we are going to take her and Annabelle, and we're going to travel with them. And we are going to take them to meet the other families. So let's go ahead and travel, and I'll see you there. We have arrived here at the Atkin residence, and we are just going to go ahead and we're going to let her give a introduction to everyone here so we can get to know them. I am also going to have Annabelle do an introduction to everyone. That way she can get to know them as well. And then we're going to have Arlene just get to know this little boy and become friends with him, hopefully. And we want them to definitely be able to become friends with one another. And it looks like Annabelle likes pessimistic Sims. Okay then. So Arlene is just kind of getting to know Tamura a little bit, and she has just reached social level 10. I think she's maxed that skill, which is amazing. And they are currently trying to become friends. Look how cute they are. So she's just spending all her time trying to get to know Tamura. She is wanting to make sure that, you know, they can become really good friends and build up a nice little friendship. She's hoping that maybe he will want to come around and see her sometime and come to her house, and maybe they can play together and be really good friends. Oh, there's his dad. Maybe we can go ahead and get to know his dad as well. So she's told him that he's her favorite. They are becoming really good friends, which I think is really, really nice. And she is going to talk to him about some toys, and she's going to ask him an impossible riddle because she's really, really smart due to the fact that she has learned so many of her different skills. And then she's going to ask him if he wants to maybe cloud gaze, because she thinks that will be really fun for them, because she likes to look at the clouds and try to figure out if the clouds make any animal shapes. And so she's like, do you want to maybe look at the clouds with me? And he's like, yeah, I would really like to do that. And she's like, okay, great. So they are going to look at the clouds together while the parents kind of chat, or well, her aunt and his parents kind of chat, and these two are just going to look at the clouds together and solidify their friendship a little bit more, which is wonderful. And then once they're done doing that, we're just going to have them play a little bit more and getting to know each other a little bit better. And it is starting to get a little bit late, so I do think that once they are done with that, we are going to go ahead and we're going to send them back home and let them start getting themselves ready for bed, because I do think that everyone is going to want to start wrapping things up for the evening, because it is almost the end of this portion of our part A. And then in part B, we're going to be seeing most likely Mariella going into labor, because I do believe she was expecting, and we'll probably be seeing a baby in part B. So that is what we have to look forward to for 1406 part B. Is most likely Mariella will be definitely, I would say, having a child. I don't know if we'll be seeing Deborah have her baby just quite yet, but if not in 1406 part B, definitely in 1407 part A, Deborah will be having her baby. But yeah, they are both going to be having a baby soon, and so we'll be seeing that coming up in the near future. We don't currently have any birthdays again until 1407. So in the meantime, we will just be seeing Arlene here continuing to build a relationship with this Tamur here and trying to continue to make friends with him. But for now, we're going to go ahead and send them on home and let them get themselves ready for, bed, because it is starting to get a little bit late. So I will see you when we get back home. Okay, we have arrived back at the house, and I am just going to make sure everyone's needs are good. It does look like Annabelle needs to go to the washroom and get herself something to eat. Axel is also feeling pretty hungry, so I'm going to have him stop playing chess and go get something to eat. Arlene is also feeling pretty hungry. Oh my goodness, the baby is in really rough shape. So I'm going to let her go ahead and get herself something to eat as well. Maybe you should actually cook something, because it looks like we are maybe out of food. So everyone is starting to feel really, really hungry. So maybe we'll get her to cook some food here. She can make some pigeon stew. We have pigeon stew here. So I'm going to have her go ahead and make a meal, and then everyone can eat something. So we'll get her to cook something up really quickly for the family, and then they'll be able to eat something and then head themselves off to bed for the evening. It is about 8, a little bit after 8 in the evening here. So she's just going to make this pigeon stew, and then everyone is going to get something to eat. Erlene is saying that she's not smart enough. We're just going to tell her, focus on different topics and you'll be fine. All right, Annabelle, finish that up really quickly so that you can call everyone to a meal. She's like, I am trying, but it is taking so long to get this ready. All right, let's go ahead and call to a meal. All right, and when she is done eating, I'm going to send her off to bed. So you can go to bed, and then when he's done eating, he can go to bed. And Erlene can go to bed. And little one here is just getting herself something to eat. I told you to go to bed, sir. All right, so Nerida is just having a little bit of this pigeon stew, and when she's done eating, we're going to go ahead and send her off to bed as well. Everyone's going to go ahead and get themselves some much-needed sleep. It is the last part of our part A here, and we are going to go ahead and turn in for the evening, and I am going to go ahead and leave this part off here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge, where we, like I said, are going to be seeing more of this family, more of Erlene making friends, and continuing on her friendship with Timur, as well as Mariella giving birth to her little one. So we'll be seeing the Pruitt residents gaining a child, hopefully. So until next time, I'm gonna go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.